behind the whole conversation and you're making a fight for no reason.
All right, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah, I wish that wasn't the opener.
Yeah. All right, I don't know if Jason is still here or if Robby Aces is still here. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight. Your reaction turned it into a fight.
I think that you not knowing exactly what was going on and commenting about something with a relatively unpleasant tone.
Mom and Dad, please.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Jason, what do you have on your plate?
Jason. All right. Let's. We'll. Do you guys hear an echo here on my end of it?
Yes.
This fucking thing is still signed in. Sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. Let me reassign somebody as a host so I don't have to cancel the whole thing.
All right. I don't know why this is an unnecessary.
It's the echo
step.
too.
There it is.
It was not an unnecessary step. That was why it was echoing.
There we go. And we're off and running.
All right. Robby, where are you? Inside of the car.
yeah, because I'm in Grand Junction. I'm in Grand Junction, Colorado. We did a road show Thursday night and Friday night, and I'm letting the other comic crash.
Is that the great Randall Thompson?
Yes, sir.
All right, not bad. Good man.
Yeah, he's great. He's awesome.
What's the middle? Where is the Grand Junction? Is it grand, and what kind of things is it bringing together?
I think it's bringing together a world famous dick doctor and a bunch of local people needing their dicks to be looked at. I learned that on Thursday night after our show. There's a
famous dick doctor.
Yeah, we did
Junction, Colorado.
Yeah, we did the show, and one of the audience members came up and was talking to us. Says, "Oh, it was so great and everything like that." And she's like, "If you wouldn't mind, that guy over there in the white shirt, if you could go up to him and say, 'Hey, I've heard you're the world famous dick doctor.'" I'm like, "Okay." So apparently, yeah. And the dumbest thing is that I didn't actually even catch his name, but apparently he's a big time urologist out here. And the gal that asked me to go up to him and say that is his daughter, which is also very funny.
What if that was the super cool gigolo and that was his girlfriend, and that's why he was called the famous dick doctor?
The dick doctor.
Low level hanging fruit, but I'll still try to grab it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't take it at face value, but I'm pretty sure that was his daughter, and she.
I feel like if you were a dick doctor, like that's the classic. Like, you're a doctor. I hurt my arm. Can you take a look at it? I feel like as a man, heterosexual man, being a dick doctor would be the worst doctor to have. Like, "Oh, you're a dick doctor. Can you take a look at this for me? Can you tell me what's wrong?" You know.
And he wasn't the only dick doctor, because there's apparently another. I ended up talking to another dick doctor that was there to see the show with
Was
the
he
world
like, yo,
famous one.
that guy is a good dick doctor.
That guy's a legend.
Well, they were like, well, the world famous one was like, I'm the big dick doctor. He's the little dick doctor. So he was sonning the other urologist, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah, my family's really big into dicks. Just like our family has just always been really into dicks for generations. We're generationally. How is it, dude? I'm in a full lockdown mode. We're in like a really bad shit. And I just asked any of the comics who come on here, how is it to be on the road again? And what's the energy like in these rooms?
Yeah, Grand Junction, Colorado is no
Get over here.
it's no masks and no lockdown situation at all. And I was super excited. I slept. I didn't oversleep. I just misremembered the times that the breakfast place in the hotel were open yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like excited we were doing this early, because
Hear you when you
because
were interrupting.
most spots. Hey, there he is, Mr. McAwesome there in his showing off his boob tattoo. I love it.
Oh yeah.
The like most places where like I've been on the road for like short little things, pretty much since last year through to like even earlier this month, like you go and they don't have any breakfast thing at that hotel because of due to the vids and everything. And
Yeah.
this place won't. Yeah, this place when they checked in, they're like, yeah, we've got the breakfast thing open from 6 a.m. to whatever. And I was like so excited because most of the other places are just like they give you a brown paper bag with a COVID safe granola bar and a COVID safe juice box.
Nope. This place
to be like, that's all you get is a shittier version of somebody's lazy mom's like run off to school, little man. Breakfast.
But you're in the hotel now. It doesn't even have a sneeze guard. The guy's clearly blowing his nose who cooked it. You're in a real
sadly
den of bacteria. Good. Back to normal.
I was excited. I was like, I was so excited, and I walked in there and I grabbed myself, because I was going to grab myself a styrofoam cup of coffee and see what else they had there. And I was
sure. What other things
very sadly disappointed because they just had the random basket of bananas, the random basket of apples. They had the odd dispenser of Fruit Loops and Honey Smacks, and then pretty much the coffee machine, and that was it. So I was like, wait, not even the waffle press. Not even the
one item,
hot plate of sausages.
What's the one item in a breakfast at a hotel that you get most excited about when you see that breakfast open?
I get excited when they have it, and I was so sad because they didn't have it. It was like the that big steam plate full of bacon.
Oh yes,
that's the thing that makes me excited. And
it's things that dreams are made of.
Yeah, you dig around with the tongs to find the super crispy bacon that's been in there way too long at the bottom.
Yeah,
that's like extra oily. Like that's what I get excited about.
Is there an item that's the least, like, to me, if I go into a breakfast place and a continental breakfast and they don't have like a waffle machine and at least muffins, like if you don't have a waffle machine, like a waffle machine is a little high end, I get that. That's like the upper echelon. But if you go in and they don't even have muffins, I'm like, what's going on? Like, that's a real problem for me.
Yeah.
I agree.
For
Go ahead.
yeah, for me, the whole staying in places during the lockdowns thing made me get over the muffins because probably about 50% of the time, in addition to the juice box and the COVID safe granola bar, they would
They throw a
have
muffin
they would throw in the muffin, like the blueberry muffin that was like this is just 3 grades below the same blueberry muffin you would get in a vending machine
Yeah.
at a gas station.
Those ones aren't as bad as I've had the blueberry muffin where you know that they sat on it for like a week before they gave it to you. That just completely dry, just crumbles in your mouth. One where you just like, this isn't even worth it. I know my body wants the shit, but I can't.
I need brand. You need brand.
Well, we're in the Jersey Shore, just to update everyone.
Yes.
That's why we're in a hotel room.
And that's why
I can tell by the
wood
I can tell by the wood panels
Wood-
in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
the wood panels makes it extra awesome. I think.
This hotel we're staying in has like an old school charm and beauty to it.
Does
It
it?
looks like a place that my dad would make us if we stopped. My dad would be like, all right, you're happy we stopped? Are you happy, wife?
I can tell you were in the Jersey Shore by the way Bill was wearing his shirt.
Well, I mean, this
Half
guy
open.
takes Jersey with him wherever he goes. So it's, you know what I mean? That could just be his vibe you're picking up.
He's like, he's wearing that sleeveless white tee in that vaguely suggestive way, like a hair metal video vixen, like very loose, where it's like, oh my gosh, if she dances a little bit more during this guitar solo, I might see some side boob, you know.
Well, some would say it's outrageous. Is it showing? Can you see the outrageous beauty?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Is that actually a regional or sectional or state wrestling tournament shirt that he's got on, that Bill's got on, that looked like a wrestler on the back? That was cool as shit.
It was a rollerblader.
Man,
Oh,
you said
Dang.
so
Almost the
many
same thing.
words. You said so many words. I have no clue what you were asking.
Right?
it looked like it didn't look like a rollerblader. It looked like to me, maybe because it's early or something, but it looked like a high school wrestler in a singlet in wrestling stance.
Somehow, after we established that it looks like a rollerblader, or that it is a rollerblader, I knew then, in hindsight, what Robby was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but anyway, we're in the Jersey Shore, and I would be having an awesome time, but there's like no place to get old-timey photos here.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I think I'm
enjoy
gonna be
having
great.
a good time later.
Where?
Yeah.
It seems like things are really turning around for you.
Bill did come up with a good idea, though, just so you all know. Later, he brought a black light thing, and we're going to turn off all the lights and find out what kind of a room we slept in last night, because we didn't do it last night.
So it's a mystery to us.
Yeah. So this place might be rank, but also
might be.
And then at the
might
end,
be.
And then at the end, Bill's gonna be like, "Hey, Sean, all those stains are for me."
No, I mean, it was his idea, and he did check in here first. And like, I swear to God, if I find my initials in this room, I'm gonna be pissed off at this.
If it says Bill was here anywhere,
in jizz,
right
on the wall.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, man.
What if it's like an elaborate diagram with like equations and stuff, and like,
oh wow,
or like a beautiful heartfelt sonnet.
Yeah.
You're like I'm repulsed that this is all jizz, but this is some amazing poetry. It's really made me
all about live, laughing, and loving, man.
All right. Well, since we're on the topic of semen, I did have a thought earlier this week that I just want to get other people's opinions on, you know? So you know how people say like, oh, you and I, everybody is the result of the sperm that made it, right? And if like another sperm made it, like you would have been a different person. But what if every sperm in a load are exactly the same? Like, how do we know that all of those are different? Maybe it's just like,
I thought about this, Sean.
yeah.
All right. And my thought is for every meal that we eat,
Yeah.
and the stuff that we make, this when you're making a new batch of sperm, because like the testes are like you're just hanging out, the sperm are just hanging out there waiting, and they mixing. But every time they make a new batch of things, like you eat some food, and then you're like, all right, then you make some new sperm, and that those sperm are all identical. But if you eat like a handful, say 3 or 4 days of eating different meals, and you're having, it's like shits. Sperm is like shits. Where
Isn't it?
every time you make it, but you've had a shit where like you could tell that it's definitely 2 different meals. You know what I'm saying?
It always feels good when it comes out.
That too, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So am I right?
Is it like I think you could be onto something, Sean. My one question, I don't remember exactly. Like in each load, don't they say it's like billions of little sperms, or is that something I just made up in my head?
No.
Like
No, millions.
it's enough to like impregnate each woman on Earth or something like that. Each load.
Or it's like, each load is a planet's worth of like maybe it's all you, but it's like different versions of you, if reincarnation is a thing, and there's just
multiverse style.
cycles of recurring time. It's like all different previous lives worth of you. It's like a billion Doctor Who's. Like, they're all a little different. The one guy's got the scarf, the one guy's got the fedora, the one guy's got the weird clown hair, but they're all Doctor Who, just slight different versions of that same soul,
Right.
Yes.
Maybe.
It also, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like maybe it's like Lex's thing too. Like you're talking about like reincarnation. So it's like, you start off as a worm and then a bird like eats the worm and then jizzes out bird jizz. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking we're eating the animals in like a food chain, and that's how we evolve. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, man.
Yeah.
That's
like
fair.
it could
fair.
be. It could
How do I
be.
explain it? We need a whiteboard.
Yeah, that could make sense as to why the sperm that won and became you won, because like some of those other sperm is like that's the worm version of you, hella slow. There's like the there's like the muskrat version of you, and it's maybe faster than you, but it's not as smart. So like your sperm tricks it somehow, so it goes in the wrong fucking direction on the way to the egg.
Put your sign. Put your sign to Albuquerque this way.
It came out like verbal.
Yeah,
you'll get it out later.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about how to explain it.
Yeah. Bill has something he's working on, and he's going to share it with us later.
Well, maybe it's if you ate some animals, and then it's like, oh, that's the extra little energy or whatever needed to get that sperm. Once it makes the sperm, when your body processes it, it was like, all right, that resource is allocated to sperm. We're going to make sperm with that stuff. And then they make it, your body makes it, and you're like, and it's like, oh, this is super strong because you ate some chicken.
Yeah. God, it's weird when people walk by this room.
Like eating pineapple makes it all sweet.
At least this is right here.
At least that's what your mom says. Blah.
That's true. Randall's got the best T-shirt ever. It's a pineapple in a thong, and it says "slut" underneath. It's my favorite T-shirt. Like
low hanging fruit.
Yeah, Hey, Sean, you said that Bill's working on a thing, and then he's gonna share the thing
Yes.
in a little bit. Is the thing
Yes.
that he's gonna share? Is it the sonnet that you guys are actually gonna find in Jizz when you turn off the lights and search the room?
I'm not participating in any of that. I don't even want to touch the flashlight, to be honest with you, when we do this. I want to be as far away from anything we find as possible.
Because Bill tested the black light already.
I want to be surprised too. I want to be surprised too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting bummed out that I actually didn't do anything, and I'm kind of bummed out.
I'm saying you haven't done it at home. You haven't taken that black light to your own bedroom and just been like, oh yeah.
That's gross.
Like,
Ew.
oh boy.
Let me ask you guys a question. You guys brought the black light. Did you bring a sanitizing wand? Did you guys get a sanitizing wand too? No or no?
I'm not a part of this idea, so I mean, I'm the passenger.
I think you guys need a sanitizing wand.
Yeah, no, that would have been smart.
I love how Sean's like, I'm gonna be as far away from that little investigation as possible. Yeah. Like,
well, I'm also gonna have to hold the computer. You know what I mean? So.
Oh,
sure.
Oh, we could
like a handheld.
We might dial in.
That's fair.
Phone. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, we might be all right when we do this. This will be the wide shot, and then I'll dial in from my phone so people can get 2 angles of the investigation.
Interesting.
Although I don't. This is one of those hotel rooms where it's just like there's no shades.
Oh, I was just gonna throw this.
What?
Oh, really?
How do they not have shades?
Well, there's blinds, but there's not curtains. You know
they
what
want
I
to
mean?
make sure you're up at like the crack of dawn.
No,
You don't want
exactly.
to miss your.
It's because when you stay here, your future is not too bright.
Yeah.
You don't really need them.
Yeah.
I still think, Bill, the place we stayed in Baltimore was one of the dankiest places I've ever stayed at.
We talked about that last night.
We did.
Yeah.
Still holds up. Still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What do you mean by dankiest in this context?
Well, I remember like one of the first things we started doing was smoking in the room just because it smelled so bad that smoke would only make it better.
I immediately remember the blood stain on the carpet.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You were like, it smells like shit in here, and I immediately focused on this giant blood stain.
Well, I had to take a piss.
Oh no!
I had to take a piss,
Oh,
so
God.
I ran right to the bathroom.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But my favorite part about it, I remember, was us turning on porn. We turned on the television. It was already on pornography, and we were listening to it. And then we muted it, and we heard people fucking next door. It was just there was just like some old guy with a whore, with a woman of the night.
I liked it when you started laughing.
And then we started laughing.
You just started laughing. I'm like, what's so funny, man? And you're like laying on your pillow. And you're like, look. And 2 inches from your nose is just a curly Q.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's like
gross. It's just like, God damn it, this place. It was
On the
horrible.
road. Hell yeah.
Well, I don't. I'm not trying to out dank hotel room story or story.
Please go ahead.
I will say that when I went this morning to go get some smoothies from the beach for Bill and I, Bill didn't want a smoothie, it turns out.
It's too healthy.
But on the way there, I saw, those like TV mounts, those TV wall mounts? I saw a lady using that to smash a car window.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man, awesome.
Like I had just seen it was just that I just missed the end of it. I heard a glass smash and I looked and she was like walking away, but she had to hit it a few times. And there was a guy sitting there like at a picnic table smoking, and I was just sort of like, stuff's happening on the street. And he was like, I have no idea.
That is whoa.
Yeah. And then I got smoothies, and I found out that Jeffrey Dreyfus is in the Jersey Shore this weekend, guys.
All these things, you could take old-timey pics. And these are all great things that you could just, I mean, not exactly classic old-timey, but you do a black and white.
But I just mentioned that Jeffrey Dreyfus is here this weekend.
Forget my ignorance. Was Jeffrey Dreyfus? Was he on Jersey Shore? Or
No, I have
what's...
no clue who he is, but
Okay.
the smoothie girls who worked there were like freaking excited.
I'm thinking he's a Richard Dreyfuss friend or like cousin or something. That's what
Yeah.
when you said Dreyfuss. Or Julia
Maybe
Louis
he's-
Dreyfuss's like
He might be.
husband.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Younger brother.
His cannibal cousin.
He's just a guy who evidently smoothie girls are excited that he's near.
maybe he's the Chet Hanks to Richard Dreyfuss. You know, he's the Chet
Mhm.
Hanks of the Dreyfuss family. Like he's the
Ooh, that
the-
Dreyfuss boy.
He's the
Yeah.
ne'er-do-well young son of Richard Dreyfuss with a very comical wannabe rap career
Right.
and fake pec implants.
Ooh, you could get those. That's right.
Yeah, I think Carrot Top has those.
You think?
I think, well,
I mean, he
There's
got
a-
a six pack. This guy's ripped.
oh yeah,
He's got that cool. He's got
You
that
live in
cool
Vegas,
V-
you would
that-
know.
that- he's got the
Yeah.
sexiest hips in comedy.
Well, he's hella yoked now. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty intense. I have it on the authority of this trainer that I see who's like a retired MMA guy and is trained a crap load of people. He's like, well, so he explained to me there's this thing that like bodybuilders inject called synthol, where it's like, because like for bodybuilding, some of the judging will be like it's pretty subjective to like, so like somebody will be like, oh yeah, check out that person's physique, it's amazing, like give him a 10, and someone else will be like, oh well, that one deltoid muscle is slightly less deltoidally delicious as the other one.
Yeah.
That's only an 8. And then so they will inject this thing called synthol, which blows up the muscle and evens it out, so it's kind of almost like sort of fake muscle on top of the actual muscle. Like maybe you could think of it as like muscle insulation or muscle caulking. And
Yes.
this trainer guy, this retired MMA guy, he tells me that Carrot Top has synthol injections in some of those big ass muscles that he has. And he's like, well, once you start injecting that as a bodybuilder, you can't ever stop, because if you stop working out, and it, like, you're gonna look hella freakish and weird.
Yeah. Now I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of this guy on TikTok who has body dysmorphia, and he has it injected into his biceps. He's like in Russia, and they're massive. He only has biceps though, and they're about this big.
So he's like real life Popeye, like that one lady is like real life
Yeah,
Barbie doll who's like made all those cosmetic changes to herself to be a Barbie doll.
And he doesn't. You could see he doesn't work out at anything else. He doesn't work out but he pretends that his biceps are actually from curling things. And then he actually got into an MMA ring once, and then just got yacked up pretty good. Pretty entertaining.
Wait a minute, real quick. I want to go back because I want to understand more of Robby's relationship with this trainer guy, because the way he said it sounds like he's a trainer that he hangs out with. Or
Yes.
is he a trainer that trains you?
Yes.
Thank you for the clarifying question. Yeah, he's a trainer that trains me. He's hella good, because I look at photos of myself from like the beginning of the year, and I started working with him the last Tuesday of February. I think it was like the 27th or something like that, and I was hovering between 158 and like 160 pounds, and now I'm doing like 139 and 143.
I was 160
Oh.
pounds in 6th grade.
I was gonna say, Robby, you can tell
Wait a minute,
your face is thinner.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Lex. You know your weight.
From what I can see on Zoom.
No, I don't, Sean.
Lex, do you know your weight from the 6th grade? Did your instead of lines on the wall? Did your mom like just write down?
Yeah.
Curves.
Yeah, drew a circle.
She just had
on
to
the wall.
curve. Yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock, just
You know
like
what?
walk into the.
I mean, obviously we're joking like a mom wouldn't do that, but parents do weird stuff. I did meet a guy once who his mom would take like pH balance strips and check his urine when he was a kid.
Was he balanced?
Interesting.
Sometimes,
Well, she made
yeah,
sure.
and sometimes no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the
I think
end of
she
the day, he
adjusted
was.
his diet. I think she adjusted his diet if his urine was off
She's like,
balance.
oh,
Was she
like down a cord.
Yeah.
was the mom a nutritionist or something like that, or a doctor or
I
something?
forget. I think, you know what, to be honest, I think she was like mayor of the town that they grew up in or something. I
See,
forget.
Oh.
that's the kind of research that I'd like our government to do, where we like that's what we put our money into as a society. Is we put our money into like optimizing human health, and then you just give out the best information. But that's it. You're like,
And then we hire Bill with the black light.
We had 100 moms test their kids' pee, and then they, and then these kind of things happen. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was gonna say conspiracy, like she's the mayor, she's testing the town's water supply on her own kid and testing the pee, man.
Yeah.
Because
That's
Democrats.
That's
That's, or maybe she was like, all right, like maybe she did that for everybody in the family, including her, because she was like, like old time. That was like her way to be like, all right, if one of my political rivals has a crew that's poisoning me and my family, I will know through these pee tests.
Yeah.
And
it would be crazy if I checked my own pee. So let me check my kids.
Yeah.
But so I don't look like a crazy person.
But like never tells the kid that, because you don't want him to worry and he's too young. So it's like, it's just to check your pH balance, make sure that your body is alkaline, but it's something else.
Actually, you know what? We have it's a common conversation that we've had on Suter Morning Show before, but these two are great guests. Guys, why do you think that there's so many alien and UFO sightings recently? Why is the government allowing us to? Are they finally like recognizing it? What do you think is going on?
Man, that's
That's
a deep one.
People are walking by the room.
So I'm confused. You have the door open of the room, so you see these people walking by, or it's just the big window and they're walking outside. Just to clarify,
they're walking by the window. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The blinds, are half. Whatever.
That's why Bill's got that glow to him, that like angelic aura like glow that's from the sunlight coming in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you guys are self-conscious about talking about aliens while people walk by the hotel room, you guys could pretend to have sex with each other while you tell us what you think.
Or you could.
Why pretend?
You could, just turn on the TV and hey. Yeah.
I want to see people walk by when you guys are doing the black light thing
in the window. Just be like, why won't you stop breathing?
Bill forgets we're on a show, and sometimes we'll just sidebar conversation with me during the show.
Yeah.
Hey, okay,
just so everyone knows.
So
that's for everybody.
Yeah.
Your alien question. All right.
Yeah.
So
what is happening?
So I think, because this is Werner von Braun, the Nazi paperclip scientist that was brought into the country to like basically do rocketry and co-found NASA. That guy towards his death said, I forget the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of when they do the fake alien invasion, that's when you know that all of the projects are complete. And Bill Cooper, who was he was like one of the OG conspiracy guys. He was like a naval intelligence officer and the guy that like Alex Jones ripped off a lot. He
Oh, geez.
Oh man, the CIA got him.
Yeah, right.
The CIA got him.
This
Oh,
always
we lost
happens.
another one.
This always happens when we're talking about like stuff we shouldn't be
Aliens.
talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, we're
Yeah.
saying
Secrets.
But-
You froze.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, who knows? I'm back. Okay. Well, like
Can I just throw
one
it
of
out
the
there
things
that
that,
now
like,
I'm not
got,
even sure
like-
if this is really Rob
Yeah.
again. I'm just gonna say that we don't
Oh.
even know if this is really Rob now. Now that he's back, it's like this could
Yeah,
be.
really.
just so you're
Deep
clear,
fake.
just so you're clear, is still Rob. It's just a different sperm version of Rob. It's a,
All right.
you know.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Rob,
like
I can't see what happened from what we saw, but you know, in the Matrix, when like, you know, the bad guys download into a person and they like warp and turn into like Mr. Anderson or
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
That's kind of what you were doing.
Oh man,
Really
that
weird.
Yeah.
that's some weird interference. But
Right.
like so this Bill
This
Cooper
guy.
guy, like it kind of dovetails with the Werner von Braun thing, because he saw these documents allegedly, or he had claimed when he was in naval intelligence, that made him initially be like, oh shit, like there's aliens and they're actually running the shadow government groups that are trying to kind of enslave everybody. And then later, as he continued to research shit on his own, like he came to this conclusion that, all right, they purposely left those documents in a place for me to see them, knowing that I was the type of guy that would be like, holy fuck, and like start maybe start exposing it. But those were bogus things meant to make me go, holy shit, I got to expose this, so that I would bring this stuff out that was misinformation. So at the end of his life, he came around to that to
So it's a
the
power
feeling,
move by the powers that be.
yeah,
To throw up the aliens.
that the aliens thing is actually not at all.
It happened
That's
again.
actually
Oh, it happened
another level of
again.
government.
It happened again, Robbie. It happened again. You cut out
Oh
again.
shit! Am I back? Am I
No,
back?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're back.
He
This
said
is-
the alien thing is actually blank.
Yeah,
It's so obvious. They cut
the-
it out.
the alien thing is actually a psyop. It's government misinformation. They want us to believe, like they want us to believe that there's these aliens and that they're going to fake an alien invasion type of thing to rally all the world around, a la Independence Day. But there's no actual real aliens like that. It's all like advanced government, like black projects with technology and genetic modification and shit like that, you know, they're like 100 years ahead of what they publicly allow us to see, because that's how they maintain their power. So all of that shit is
so
fake.
are they
but
going
they're gonna,
to are they going to fake a alien thing so that they could just like put it? Are we going to be slaves at one point in my lifetime?
That's you know, if what Bill Cooper's conclusions at the end of his life were real, and if what Werner von Braun, co-founder of NASA, was mentioning close to his death, if that shit is true, then that's like the end goal, is like, and that'll also be tied into an artificially created world religion that they'll use to like tie everybody together, where it's like, all right, everybody worships these space aliens, but it's like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, that all of that shit is fake to psyop and control us.
We just had
Bill?
a father and son walk by. It was very obvious a father and son, I thought.
I was thinking would you be cool if we like use your phone and then we could get like they could have the window too, so they could see people cross
Oh,
by?
sure. All right. Yeah.
We'll bring you guys
Oh,
into the
you
room,
you
know?
could do it. You could do it NBC Today Show style, where you
Yeah.
see the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
walking by your window, and like maybe the father and son will walk by again and pull out like a big poster board with like
Hold
a
a sign.
message. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
You
love you,
gotta
Michael
set a
Strahan.
camera up outside and film this. Film people and see if
Dreyfus.
they look
We
it
love
in.
Jeffrey Dreyfus.
or they seem like they're just innocent father and son staying at the same places you guys walking past, but they're really part of your surveillance detail. And
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah. That
they're
little kid is
respons-
special ops.
yeah, they're responsible for the interference that you've been experiencing
Mhm.
when
Yeah.
you know, when I've been trying to say certain things. You know?
Sean and I learned something cool last night.
Yeah.
From the security guy who was also working the desk. I
Sure.
didn't know this, but Biden's not allowed in the White House, and he's currently working out of a fake White House in Atlanta, Georgia.
Why? Why
Good.
isn't he allowed in the White House?
Because he's a criminal, and Trump's just waiting for him to go to jail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard some
Fantastic.
variation. I've heard some
Yeah, we'll-
variations of that kind of thing from people that people that I think are like they still want to believe
Perfect.
in the Q thing, which is like,
Sure.
Oh,
hey, that's
you don't have to
pretty
hold it the
cool.
whole time. I thought you were gonna rest it. Well, he'll figure it out. Okay.
This is way
He'll
funnier.
figure it out. Yeah. That's good. Well, I want to say something real quick about Lex's question, like, will we be slaves in our lifetime? Because
Mhm.
I have an answer. I have a definitive answer. Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
Yep.
hell yeah.
The answer is I will never be a slave because I watched Shawshank Redemption and I know that I can think of Mozart.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that answer.
They might get me, but they're not going to get me up here. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
that's beautiful, Sean.
So the answer is no.
that's a great answer. I
We're
think that
slaves. Yeah.
Ooh, there's a person.
there you go,
Oh, more
Jason.
people.
See
We're already
that's my
slaves.
that was my reaction too. That's
Got
what
busy.
that's my thought process. So that's why Sean's is so beautiful, because
We're slaves to our own needs.
That's
yeah.
right.
And like the easiness and comfortness of just doing everything like in a split second. Like I get so annoyed now when my phone takes like more than like 2 seconds to like load something.
Yeah. I sometimes I swipe on my phone and the phone doesn't swipe and I get mad.
You
Dumb.
guys aren't gonna make it the first 5 minutes of us being slaves. Let me tell you.
No, because I can rise to the
Okay.
occasion on the big things. It's the little things that like get me.
Yeah,
You know what?
I understand. I understand.
I'll if within the first 5 minutes I'm gonna be like they're not gonna get me, but then I'll get a splinter and I'll be like fuck. I'm gonna forget.
This is the worst day.
Overload.
Is this step really necessary?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Why don't we just do it this way?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody else is complaining about slaving, and you're just like, that splinter.
Yeah. Can we do something
It's
about
just-
splinters
That's fun.
here in this?
It's just really
mine.
distracting, you know. Yeah, it's just really
What's that?
distracting. It's just really distracting. The splinter. If anybody
Oh,
got
yeah,
tweezers? Anybody here in the spaceship? Nobody got tweezers on the
Yeah.
spaceship?
I'm always trying to find the guy on, in my what do you call it, platoon of I don't know.
Sure.
I'm trying to find the guy who can find stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are trying to break out. I'm like, hey, can we get
Cell
some more
block.
stuff in here? Yeah.
Hey,
God
maybe
bless.
you'll be that. Maybe you could be that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be that guy.
Probably. You know what? I'm not gonna want to be that guy, but people are gonna need stuff, and I'll just be like, fuck, I'll figure out how to do it.
It would be a good gig because then you don't have to be like you could be like liked by everybody. You know, it's a good way to cuzzle up with
Nah, too much liking. Nah,
it.
I'm gonna be liked by 10 people. That's it.
Yeah. Hopefully
10 people
guards.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I wonder what they're gonna have us doing.
Yeah. Oh, it's mining crystals or something. It's like the Earth's crust is filled with something that we did. Oh, it's like, oh, this is fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know this powered warp drives.
Or
We,
like
Mhm.
the core's like solid metal. Maybe it's like a precious, like fucking alien metal.
yeah.
Or they're
It'll
gonna
probably be it'll be something stupid that we have too much of, and we'll just be like, oh yeah, no problem, whatever.
Yeah, it's like spaceships run on sneezes or something like that.
Mhm.
or the big
Yeah.
they'll bring like a select amount of the population in any given like town or city and to a secret facility, and somebody will walk up to a podium and be like, ladies and gentlemen, gummy berry juice is real. And then that's what you have. That's what actually powers everything is gummy berry juice.
Right.
Hey, maybe, by the way, maybe this is why we have the Olympics too, is so that we have, every year we're prepared to like hand out the handful of like athletes, like, all right, these are our tributes, just ready to go off. These are the best of what we got from everywhere.
Right. Right.
Just go over to Tokyo and just take them all.
You know how people sometimes say it's like, oh, all these video games create soldiers, or it's like training. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, you could say, well, that's not true. That's silly. But they also say video games are great for hand-eye coordination. So it's like,
yeah,
it's absolutely true. It's
sure.
like, maybe not getting trained specifically for that, but video games are training you for like something else.
Yep.
No.
Well, I definitely want to learn more about gamifying stuff, because I could see the future where it's like you're playing a video game, but you're actually like, because of the combination of whatever you're doing, you're actually getting something done, like controlling a robot in the Amazon, factory or something,
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. You want to be an overlord? Is that what you are saying?
No, I'm saying like, what if you like they gamify so they're just like, all right, you're your job is you're a garbage man, right? But you're just controlling a video game, at first it might be that you're controlling a garbage truck and it's picking up a machine, but because it doesn't stimulate the like attention span so much, they could maybe make that same movement of the controller be some other kind of thing on the screen where it's like a different activity. And you're like, oh, this is fun, but you're actually just cleaning up garbage on the street.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing this game called Borderlands 3, and they had a little mini game within the game that links you to a
side quest.
No, it links you to a science project where you actually in the game make links in DNA and help out the scientists, like do these billions of strands of DNA that they have to do.
In real thing, yeah. This is what
in real life.
So they might be just like getting us to do some weird coding or some other nonsense that we don't even know we're doing. And we're just like playing Zelda Legend of like, you just got fucked.
Yeah. It's funny. I just was thinking, I was like, shoot, we're supposed to have another guest. Who is that? But it's Bill. He's been here the whole time. I was counting.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, where's our other guest?
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for Bill. Bill, what's up with the flyer photo? When I asked you for a flyer photo, you sent me that flyer photo.
Oh, that's me standing aside my life's accomplishments.
I know, but the amazing thing is I seen that you photoshopped the guy from the back of the pile of shit and put him in front of the pile of shit.
We'll all have to look at this photo.
Yeah.
I see Christine Marie is joining us. Is she planning on doing
We could bring her in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys
She's
ready
always
for
got
this?
something fun to do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if it's something like you accomplish, like you want to be in
Did I
front
do
of
it?
that, all proud.
Yeah. Hey, this is where I slept.
I was gonna say, like, if it's something like you accomplish, like you want to be in front of that, all proud.
Uh-oh. Hey, this is where I slept.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, Jen. I'm gonna turn you
You guys-
up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Good deal.
How's it going? What's new? We're on
Oh,
vacation. Oh,
hi.
we're having a Barb and Star vacation.
Barb and Star. Fantastic.
Has everyone seen that movie?
Worth
No.
it.
Oh,
I think I am that movie. Come on now.
Yeah, but actually, I just reminded right now in this moment somehow that we talked about that last night. How this is our Barb and Star weekend, and we haven't made any Barb and Star related plans, but we've at least established what's going on.
There's a banana boat in the future. but
Yeah,
it's
there's a
secret.
banana boat in the future, maybe.
Are there schnapps? There should be schnapps.
Yeah,
There's a bunch,
yeah.
yeah. They were setting some up on the boardwalk.
Oh yeah. What's your Saturday?
Well, so far hanging out with you guys. And then we're gonna go for a walk around maybe Bronzeville and maybe check out downtown and see what everybody's doing.
Ooh.
I know. I like to go like look at the people and figure out, you know, where we're at, really.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's not fair. No secrets.
I said she's one of them.
Oh, it was
Surveilling the people, man.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's totally me. I'm 1,000% that, especially like when the riots were going on around our neighborhood. A friend of mine and I, we were like the underground news, like, hey guys, maybe don't go to this corner at this time. Bad plan. You know, are you running away from the cops because you were a protester? If you need a safe house, turn left at.
Got it.
Kind of thing.
Ooh. Cool.
So, yes, I
Oh,
am.
they-
but no, I'm not. Huh?
I was going to say that they had a big rally today in Thailand, in Bangkok. They had a whole bunch of people because everybody's getting like, what the fuck is going on with COVID? What are you guys doing? It's pretty
Mhm.
intense.
what were they trying to advocate for? Yeah, exactly.
They just don't like it's a lot of young people who really don't like the government. They're looking for like a real representational democracies, but I don't know enough about politics to actually comment about it. I do know that they do this with they do Hunger Games like that as their symbol, which is pretty funny.
Don't they throw shoes in Parliament too, or something like that, at each other? Where they
It's
get
always
pissed off?
shoes in a lot of
That
places.
happens anywhere. I think that's a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
Throwing shoes
Yeah,
at people.
yeah. Everywhere but America is like a shoe throwing place.
All right.
All right.
So, do you have any? Are you doing any crafts for us today, Christine Marie?
I am. So kind of political. This is how you can be your own means of production.
Ooh, okay.
So
What is
I've
it?
been experimenting with fiber arts. This is a bunch of scrap fabric that I've had lying around. Oh, thank you, friend, whoever spotlighted me there.
Yeah, it's good, Jay.
And so I have been able to make little,
Potholder.
at this point, it's a pot holder, right?
Yeah.
But also using this technique, I was able, the bumper of my car fell off on Martin Luther King Boulevard. And you better believe that I macrameed that motherfucker back on, and it lasted 3 weeks till I got it to the mechanic.
Wow.
So I'm going to teach you what can be possibly a money-saving technique, you know, if you are in an emergency.
Cool.
And then I'm going to show you how I use this to recycle and use my addiction for also production. So first, all you're going to do is you're going to take your scrap fabric, and I've tied a bunch of it together because this could be a short segment or this could be a long segment. We'll see. There you go. Thanks, JQ. All right, so you have your fabric, right? And all you're going to do is you're going to take your 4 fingers, this is how you are the means of production, and wrap it around each one. And then you're going to come back around and wrap it again But when you do it this time, you want to make sure that the flat side is on the inside, okay? So like,
Alternate.
because if the side that you have wrapped is on the inside, it's just going to be harder to wrap it. That's all. This is just going to make it easier for your fingers. Good job, Q.
I can't feel my fingers.
Oh, is he doing it?
Well, you are coming to part 1. Go ahead and undo it. And then wrap it a lot lighter the first time you go around. You want to give it some leeway because you're going to be pulling at it to pull this under one up, okay? So we're wrapping each one and go all the way around each finger, babe. There you go. And we're going to do this. When you're ready, there you go. You're going to pull the one that's under on your pinky. You're going to pull it right over the top loop so that the top loop is the only one left on your finger. And then you're going to do the same thing across. Loop, loop, loop.
You're doing it, buddy.
Yeah, look at you go. I like this friendship thing where we all experiment together. This is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're not gonna pull it off now. See, all you're gonna do now is you're gonna repeat this step over and over until you get something like a square.
What the hell?
But you fucking blew it.
However, what I have done, because you're right, if you do this enough, your fingers really hurt. And all of my fingers aren't the same size. I have creepy little carny hands, okay? So what I did, and this looks like I'm about to do something with the IRA. This looks illegal.
What the fuck is that?
I took, you know these e-cigarettes, these Posh Plus, the XLs that I always have? No, we don't have them as a sponsor yet, but Sean, if you could help a girl out, that'd be great.
What am I doing?
These Posh Plus
yeah.
e-cigarettes, right? I smoke these all the time. They're 2 for $15 at the place that I go. But I've attached them to this bottle and made myself a round loom. So I'm doing the exact same technique that I did with my fingers, but I'm wrapping them around each of these. You want to see what I made?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Whoa.
The feet covered, and it's a rainbow, and it's a star.
Whoa.
Jay,
Hold
do
up
you
your
got
hand.
anything like that?
Yeah, good job. Well, you know what?
Nice, Jay.
Actually,
Nice, Jay.
right here, let me move the camera.
It's just my underwear.
You can actually, you don't have to use all of that technique. Wrapping works just as well. So here's what I've done with some scrap fabric to make my little lampshade.
Right.
Fucking amazing.
Wrapping, everybody. It's not just for Black people anymore.
Oh my. I don't think
Can
I'm
I
even
see
allowed
the-
to comment
can
on
I
that
see-
one.
I like the
It's a
quietness.
round loop thing again.
What?
The round looping thing that you made with the.
Oh yeah, this guy, the loom.
Yeah. You guys ever see Masters of the Universe, the movie with Dolph Lundgren?
It's been a while.
Yes.
Looks
Yes.
like the key
It's
that
been a
Yes,
while.
goes
tell me.
over rocks.
Oh.
Isn't that the thing that opens up the doorway to
Yep.
the other universes?
Wow. We've got a Masters of the Universe expert over here.
Amateur expert.
That's right.
He knows the names of things from the movie. Key of what was the key again?
Oh, I don't know what the key
Actor-
is.
Actors and all their.
Got it.
But it's like a synthesizer, man, and the one dude rocks out with it.
Oh yeah, no, totally looks like something you should make music with. I save these every time, and you can hollow them out, and there's batteries inside with the little atomizer and everything. But what I had originally wanted to do was get tiny little cameras so that I could put them in the hollow ones so that people could take them to the protests.
That's cool.
Nice.
Ooh.
Jason, your grower friend is here. We'll bring him in a few moments, but that's really great. Maybe Jason will try to make something. Jason, what do you think you would make if you did?
If you could be a rapper.
I'm gonna even be impressed if you make a square, buddy.
Well, I'm trying to still. I'm getting it. I think I'm gonna make a new hat.
I like it. Yeah. An underpants hat.
What? Uh huh. And all with this, just
Yeah.
doing this.
So that middle finger that you have when you're wrapping it, watch. One, and then you're gonna go all the way around and get that one. You're gonna go all the way around and
that's
get
where-
that one. You can go all the way around and get that one.
See, yeah.
You're missing a finger.
That,
It's always
Sure.
more fun with an extra finger for everybody.
how do you tie it off? How do you
Right
finish?
here.
You just do a knot at the end?
Good question. No, it's not a knot. So
Yeah.
if you were to finish it off, all you're doing is you're gonna take the one that you have on the end, flip it over the next finger, like so. Take the loop that you had under it, flip it, and that's gonna lock the first one. You're gonna do the same thing with this one that you just did. Flip it over the next one, pull out, flip. Then you have that guy. You're gonna flip him to the next finger, take your under loop, pull it out, and it should not. You close it all off. There you go. See, you
Wow.
got knots. That'll at least keep your bumper on.
There you go. It's the silver lining of everything. So positive. All right.
All right.
Thank you, Christine Marie. Do you want to? Do you have anything coming up? If you want to say anything or plug anything, please go right ahead.
No, we're good. You can follow me on Instagram at Zodiac Tracker or Damn Antithesis.
You're awesome. Thanks so much again. See you
Thank
next week.
you.
Fun with fabric.
Yeah.
Fun with fabric.
Jason's got a new hobby. And
I know, right?
You could probably make. I think you can make a hammock out of that technique, Jay. You could just start making hammocks for everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
hammock,
Right?
that would be amazing.
I bet you would make a really awesome hammock with that.
Look at those
Mhm.
shorts that Bill's got on. Close up.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get rid of this.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
what's
wood
up, Rob?
paneling behind you guys are hilarious. I love it.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that wood paneling.
I mean, it looks like we somehow set dressed this place.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's a real thing. It's like a real hotel room.
You guys look like characters from Stranger Things. You guys just hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
They got an RC car outside, Sean. Sean, they got an RC car outside.
They've got an RC car outside. We might be
Sweet.
back. We might leave, but we'll be back.
It makes sense.
Hey, Russ, how
It
you
makes
doing?
sense. RC cards up.
Remote control card. Right? That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zipping around the parking lot.
I did that for a summer. That was a friend of mine growing up. His dad was really into it, and he would take us to a local elementary school park, like where baseball field, and he'd shoot off rockets that had the
Yeah.
parachute come down. So he'd build these little rockets at home, and then he'd take us to go watch him blow it
Oh,
up.
cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was very cool for like a 7-year-old, right?
That's,
And then,
that's either a very engaged father or just a dad who like wants to do something, but mom makes him take the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it seemed like, now in hindsight as a man, I'm like, oh, that seems like a cool hobby because like you could do the craft alone and quietly put something together and your wife would be like, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm doing this. And then I'm going to go blow it up with my son. You're like, oh, she's like, oh, you're a good dad. Yeah.
Right.
And then I think, so that was that type of dad. He was cool. And then he got us, he bought me, which is really nice. He bought me an RC car to race along with his son. and we
That's
did
cool.
that for like a summer. I had an RC, and then I had this car that I didn't know how to use. Like I got to use it for a little bit. It was way too cool for me.
Please, Guardian.
Ran out of battery once,
Thank you,
and then
Woody.
I never used it again.
Yeah. How's it going,
All
Russ?
right. What's up, Russ?
Hey,
Hey,
how
Russ.
you doing, guys?
Great.
Good. Thanks,
Guys,
thanks
this
for
is
joining
my
us.
friend Russ. Russ is a grower in Harlem, right?
Correct. Yes.
That's right. Can you tell us about Harlem Farms?
Sure.
Russ?
So I've been growing for a while now. I grow naturally using KNF amendments, Korean Natural Farming Amendments, and a few years ago I opened up a speakeasy. I had to sell the stuff that I was growing. I opened up a speakeasy in our basement, and yeah, I've been running it for a few years now. Over COVID, I shut down the speakeasy, but I was still available for patients to stop by 9 to 9 daily. But I opened the speakeasy up again in March, the end of March. Patients are still coming just to pick up. They aren't really coming to hang out that much. But yeah, I've also got a grow competition going on, and that's happening at the end of September. Still looking for some growers, but yeah, that's my story. But I'm all about education, helping the community. I'm not about selling marijuana as a drug. I'm more about selling cannabis as a something that can help everyone, really. Whether you're young looking to have a party, or whether you're older and you've got aches and pains, it's definitely going to help everyone. So yeah, I'm all about that.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on. And I think I remember Jason telling me about this now. I think we might be visiting your place.
Anytime.
Right?
You know,
Yeah.
when people come, they see what it's all about, and then they can appreciate it more. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Tell us more about this cup that you're going to be doing in New York City.
So
it's going to be a craft growers cup.
Yeah, craft cannabis cup. It's basically it's for craft growers. It's not just for New York City people. It's all New York people. It's like I've got entries from all over. It's basically I'm looking for 25 indica grows, 25 sativa grows, 25 hybrid grows. I sold judges passes. Those have all been taken. So there's 25 judges for indica, 25 judges for sativa, and 25 judges for hybrid. And basically the judges are everyday smokers, really, who really who are going to buy the craft growers bud, really. And it's educational for them. They might just be smokers and not really know how to judge, but after you've judged 25 different samples, you're definitely going to know which one's crap and which one's better. And it's going to be an educational experience for the judges too.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
awesome.
How long of a thing does that take? Like, how long does it take for people to try 25?
So,
Like, what's
That's a good question.
The growers have to have their samples in by September 10th, and then the judges pick up their kits 9/13, 9/14, September 13th or 14th.
Yeah.
I need to get the scores back by 9/23, like electronically. So they're getting like 10 days to try the 25 samples.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be a wonderful 10 days.
Yeah.
So I'm asking them to judge on bag appeal, on scent, smell, on taste, and then on effect. So, you know, it might not, like I said, these are everyday smokers. They might not know how to judge these at the beginning, but after trying 25 samples, you're going to be able to tell what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying, what looks good, what doesn't look good. You know, it's all for the fun of it, but it's educational as well, and it's also so that the craft growers can get the name out to the smokers, so they can stop buying colorful Mylar bags that is filled with boof from California. So
Listen to this, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what New York's going to be about. New York's going to be a wonderful craft growing. I mean, I'm talking upstate New York. I'm talking Long Island, all the 5 boroughs are going to be just small craft grows. It's going to be beautiful to experience.
There's so many good growers up in the Catskills, up in the Syracuse area, the Ithaca area, the Finger Lakes. There's huge amounts of growers up there, and their products just dying to come into the city. But I mean, we have to get rid of all this Californian crap. I mean, and I like to say it's not all Californian crap, but there's a lot of it. Stuff that doesn't pass the testing in California, it tends to come to New York, you know, because there's high prices, doesn't even get tested in California. At the same time, I will say that there is some good product coming from California as well. So it's just those are the traditional farmers that haven't gone into the legit system yet, and they are obviously looking to send their stuff out of state.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna be up in the Finger Lakes in like September. We're helping put together a festival up there.
That's what Cannabis. He's doing. His cup. He's doing his cup on the 26th. We're doing our show on the 25th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'd be the otherwise.
Sounds like a big Finger Lake lesson.
Yeah, that's good. Robby, what do you got going on? How's your car situation? Have you been comfortable this whole time sitting there?
I have been not bad
I have a question
in the car.
Yeah. Oh, Bill has a question.
I have a question. So did you study horticulture, or is this like something that just you started doing and then you slowly developed the skills over time?
Well,
are you all?
Are
you somewhat knowledgeable about a lot of plants? Or just this?
My background was in finance. I mean, I worked in finance for 20 years, and then I did a few other things before I found this. I really started growing to fulfill mine and my wife's drug habit of smoking too much and going through way too much money. Anyway, and then I started doing a lot of research online, reading books and everything. Started growing in a tent. The way I see it, cannabis isn't addictive, but growing it is. So it's like you start off small and you just get bigger and bigger. And eventually I knew how I wanted to grow. I wanted to grow clean flower. I didn't know how to get there. I started off with bottled organic nutrients. And then a few years ago, I went to a conference up in Portland, Maine. It was called the Science of Regenerative Organic Cannabis Conference. And they held them in a few different places around the country. I went to the one in Maine, and I found out about Korean natural farming, KNF. And I sat through Chris Trump talking about, Chris Trump is the teacher of it. And he spoke for like 3 hours, and it's all acronyms. And I had no idea what he was talking about. So I did some inquiries afterwards, found out about it. And basically, a few months later, I was out in Idaho taking a course with him, a KNF class. And that was 3 years ago. I've returned since then. I've taken another class. I'm now a KNF soil smith, which allows me to teach and consult with KNF, which is, like I said, Korean natural farming. And it's not only for cannabis, but I use it for cannabis. You could use it for any type of farming. And more recently, I'm actually studying to become a ganjier, which is a sommelier, but for cannabis. I'm in the inaugural class. They're just holding the first class was this year. I just got back from, so there's online training for that. Then you have to go to Humboldt County for a couple of days for online training, on-site training, I mean. Go back and practice, which is what I'm doing right now. And then I go back in November, I'm taking the final exam, and then I'll be a certified ganjier. So, yeah.
What is the final exam going to consist of?
Well, it's
Wow.
there's a multiple choice question, like 100 questions from all the classwork that we're doing. And then there's a client service area where it's like they'll come in, it's kind of role playing. They'll come in and tell you a few things. It's kind of practice of what I do all day, not all day long, but when I'm working in the speakeasy. So there's that role play section, and then we've got an app on our phones called the SAP. It's to analyze flour and concentrates, and it basically goes through a bunch of different questions from all the way from the name, the batch number, and all of that. And then we do a scent test, a taste test, an effect test, and it basically will pop out a score at the end. Now these scores could be different for the same cultivar for different people, because it depends how it's all really how you finding the flower really. So but yeah, so we practice that. So we're going to have to do that on the final test as well. Do an analyze a certain flower cultivar.
That's
Wow.
pretty cool.
How successful was your like very first crop? I mean, obviously you went into it with a bit of knowledge in classwork, but how successful was it?
I tell you, the first crop is usually more successful than the second or third one.
Yeah.
That's what everybody tells me that.
Yeah, the first one, you're doing it by the book or by whatever, you're following instructions. The second and third one, you're like, oh, gung-ho, you know exactly what's going on. And you take shortcuts, and those shortcuts are bad cuts, basically. And then, but that it doesn't only stop at the first, second, and third grow. It's like all the way through. Every grow is different. Every single grow is different. You know more, so you look for more, but at the same time, things are getting by you. You really need to scout every day. That's part of being a craft grower. You're scouting the leaves. You're looking at the plants every day to see what they need, to see what they're wanting. That's the difference between craft and commercial. I mean, we need commercial as well, but commercial, they haven't got time to scout the plants.
Yeah. What is your grow season? So since you're checking things every day, I'm guessing you're not like leaving town around then. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like, I guess, when is the grow season and when do you go on vacation?
Well, the grow season is every single day.
Yeah.
I'm indoors, so it's every single day. It's not like there's no winter or anything. It's every day you've got a grow going. My grows are pretty automated. I do use a watering system. It's called Blue Mats, which basically waters the plants automatically. So the plants are drawing in the water when they need it. And I feed the plants by folio spray. I spray them with a fine like mist. And that I usually do once or twice a week. If I do end up going away, I could stretch that. It could like end up a little longer.
Yeah.
What's the biggest problem with indoor growing?
It's pests, climate. I mean, the climate you can really hone in on, especially indoors. I mean, you get your air conditioning set up, you get your dehumidifier set up, you get your CO2, the lights, but then it's really bugs. I mean, you think you're indoors and you're not going to get any bugs, but bugs get in. They get in through the air. They get in through on your clothing. They get in through your pets. I mean, it's an ongoing thing, especially. And I don't use pesticides or miticides or anything. I use IPM. I use basically beneficial insects to take care of my problems. So
That's really cool.
for mites, you're fighting them with spider mites. You're fighting with predator mites. If you got a aphid, you're fighting them with black lacewings. I mean, there's something for everything, but you just have to keep on top of it.
Yeah.
Is there like a particular strain that you really like to grow?
Yeah,
Good
my favorite strain's Durban Poison.
Okay.
Oh,
Jason
the
loves that.
original.
Yep. Well, I'm from South Africa originally, where Durban Poison's from. So, we used to smoke it there, call it DP, but yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I'm not current. I'm about to start another lot of Durban seeds going now. I haven't been growing them. Same time, I'm trying to. I grow for my menu, which for the speakeasy. So I try and have a pretty large menu to offer people at the same time. It's difficult to grow different strains and keep up with them. So
Yeah.
that's enough.
There's some Durban Poison for you.
Oh, excellent. Enjoy it. Man.
Russ, do you ever think about how, like, when you were younger and you were smoking Durban Poison, you never dreamt that you would be growing it, but now you do?
Of course. I never
All right.
I never dreamt I'd be be growing.
Yeah.
At the same time, back in the day, I mean, you knew that it was Durban Poison, just like you knew kind bud. But I mean, everyone smoked bud. Everyone smoked what their plug had.
Yeah.
You could get a Ziploc bag for $200. You don't know what the strain was. There's still people that are smoking that. They come into the speakeasy and I say, well, the price is a little sticker shock there. And I say, well, what you smoking? And they're like, I don't know. I just get it from my guy. And it's like, how many different strains has he got to offer you? Oh, yeah. just this one, So it's
Right.
that was the day, It's like, now let's be wiser. Let's smell and see the flower before we buy it.
Mm-hmm.
We're still in New York where they haven't said that we can't touch the packaging or the product yet. I mean, California and Washington states like that. I mean, you have to stand. You have to let the bud tender show you. You can't see the box. You can't see the testing or anything. It's ridiculous.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
So horrible.
So let's see what they do in New York. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do in New York, but until they put any restrictions on that, please, everyone should really take a look at the flower that you're buying.
Mm-hmm.
Stop buying these sealed Mylar colorful bags. They cost 5 cents to buy and no time to fill them and seal them.
That's right.
Russ, what did you do when you found out that it was legalized in New York State? What did you immediately celebrate, or did you do anything special, or
go to Walmart and smoke in the parking lot or something like that?
There's no Walmart in New York.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, there's one in just outside of Albany, and I know because that's where I actually meet one of the guys to pick up stuff. So,
okay.
So there is a Walmart, but but anyway, at the time I was having a major issue with my eye. I had a fungal infection in my cornea when they did legalize, and that was all caused from the way I feed my plants. Because of my, like I said, I spray the food onto them, and some of the stuff got underneath my contact lens and just caused a whole lot of pain. So when it did become legal, I was in bed in pain, in major pain. But I saw it coming. I mean, that's why I came out of the closet like 3.5 years ago and opened the speakeasy, because I knew it was coming, and it's a matter of when enough people are finished being brainwashed, because that's what we've done for the last 100 years. We've been brainwashed.
Yeah.
Cannabis has been used for tens of thousands of years, and as everything from medicinal to religious to fiber, just everything, it's been used. And in the last 100 years, it was brainwashed into us that it was bad for us. At the time, I mean, 80% of all medications contain cannabis in it. It was 80% or 60%, something like that, in the pharmacopoeia. So it's.
All right, I have a question.
Yeah.
And you might know the answer. You might have some insight. But a friend of mine, a neighbor, walked into a gas station on 10th Avenue and said that they're selling CBD and THC stuff there in a case that's locked. He was like
Yep.
already selling it out of gas stations in New York? Or is that like the weird, like fake lab grown stuff?
They do it over here in Jersey too. So I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
You know,
Bill knows.
you know
No, I don't.
the bodegas used to sell the loose cigarettes.
Yeah.
Well, they're now selling loose joints. So you just have to know which bodega to go to, but they're selling loose joints already.
Yeah.
And they also have the Delta 8 and the Delta 9 stuff that they're
Delta
selling.
8. Yeah, that's the stuff I've heard about.
Delta
yeah.
8,
What
which
is
just
that?
doesn't have as much THC as
Delta 8's made in a lab. It's one step above spice. I mean, if you want your cannabinoids, then smoke the real thing. It's like why go to Delta 8? Why go to if you want something to relax you and not to get psychoactive, smoke something that's got really low THC and high CBD. Why bother with Delta 8? You know, to me it's like crazy. This is a healthy, something that's really meant to be healthy and help everyone, and people screw with it. You know, it's there's so many health benefits for cannabis because of we've all got the endocannabinoid system inside us. The endocannabinoid system, it's kind of like the nervous system, was only found in the 80s or 90s, and basically this is going into a little bit of science and nerdness now, but basically all vertebrates have got an endocannabinoid system in you, which needs to stay in balance all the time. And the only thing in nature that fits together with the endocannabinoid system is cannabinoids, and they fit together like puzzle pieces. The only place you find cannabinoids in nature is in cannabis. So, I mean, the whole fact that cannabis is no good for us is all BS. It really works with us, and it works in different ways for different people. But it is working so that it can keep that endocannabinoid system in balance. You get in the endocannabinoid system, you get the CB1 and CB2 receptors, and CB1 receptors is found throughout the nervous system. It's in your brain, it's throughout your organs, and it's found throughout your whole system. THC is it works with the CB1 receptors. The CB2 receptors are found in your organs and your joints and that kind of thing. And CBD works with the CB2 receptors. So when you got inflammation or you got pains in your joints or something like that, you take CBD is going to help that, as well as THC will also help it, because THC helps with pain. CBD doesn't do anything with pain, but THC is in the nervous system and it's in your brain as well. So it's going to help with the pain as well. So when you use a solve or something, you're not going to get high from it, but it's going to basically if it's got a THC and CBD piece to it, the CBD is going to help with the inflammation and get that all working, and the THC is going to suppress the pain. It actually doesn't suppress the pain, it hides the pain. That's what it does. It hides the pain in your brain.
Yeah.
So,
Russ,
yeah.
What's your favorite delivery method for THC?
A joint or a bong. I'd say a bong actually, but I mean, I smoke a lot of joints as well. It's just easier because you can walk around doing it. I do find that a lot of the times I'll put my joint out and I'll pick my bong up and I'll take a hit out of that. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? You know?
All right. How about this? Do you smoke around your plants, or like what activities do you do or not do in your grow area? Like, do you eat in there or no? Like what's off limits?
I I do smoke in there. I
Yeah.
don't. Some people say, "Oh, it's good for them. They like CO2." Smoke's not CO2, so it's
Right.
like.
Yeah.
But no, I do smoke in there. I don't like refrain from smoking there. I don't really eat in there. It's like for no other reason. I don't go into the room and eat.
Yeah.
I generally go in there. I do what I have to do, and then I'm out of there. There's no reason to be in the room really if I'm not working on the plants.
Yeah.
Do you play music for your plants?
I don't. I've usually got podcasts going on. I'm in the background, and I've got carry a portable speaker in there, and I'll listen to the podcasts. That's more for me than the plants, obviously. But no, I don't play music. There are people who play music. The people who use crystals and all of that. I'm not that spiritual, not yet. Maybe maybe
I don't know. The other day, you've seen my plants. I showed you some of the plants that we have up here, and a couple of the plants were looking droopy. We put music just to see what would happen. We put on some reggae music, and within like an hour, those plants just started charging again.
Did you? How long before that do you water the plants?
They were being watered once a day, but there's been a lot of rain up here over the last like couple of weeks, so we've been like cutting down the watering. So I think it might have had it could have had something to do with them catching up to that watering cycle again and everything. So,
yeah,
but
if you want to believe the music's doing it, keep on playing the music.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Positivity. Pump some positivity into them.
Exactly. I've never done a side-by-side test to see how the music does, but all the good to you if it's working for you.
Yeah. Russ, just to update you on like what's going on today, Bill and I are in a hotel in the Jersey Shore, having a little elderly man weekend. What do you call it? Big boy weekend? I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, he brought a black light, and we're gonna just pretty soon see how gross this hotel room is. I mean, you're welcome to stay, but if that's like something you don't need to be exposed to, like I get it. But just to let people know what's coming up on the show.
Okay, not a problem. I'll stick around for that.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I don't want to be here for it, but it's Bill's idea. I don't want to know.
You haven't got your scrubs on yet, right?
Yeah. Right.
Russ,
Robby, you're on the road right now. What's been your experience you're currently in Colorado? How's the scene there? That's the gold standards of weed things, supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
Yeah.
seems very, very, very chill out here with regards to everything. There was a very, very nice local probably he was just out of college or something after the Grand Junction show on Thursday night, and whatever he offered out of kindness was two hits was bliss for what was out there. So I'm not sure exactly what the strain was of what he was offered, but it was pretty damn mellow, pretty damn nice what he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
And things are generally, things are a little bit generally more open with not just cannabis, but psychedelics generally, it seems like out here in Colorado.
Yeah. How about this? Are you a spiritual person?
Yes. I think,
yes, he is.
yes, I am. Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Yes, he is. If I know anything about him, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Tell us one thing.
Yeah, I definitely.
He wrote.
That's
I can tell one thing.
All right, Jason, tell
Go
us
for
one
it.
spiritual thing about.
He just posted something about the Illuminati or tarot cards or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's got he's got to have a little
All right,
spiritual.
Robby, you tell it. I guess you can tell it better. What did you just post?
That was it the photograph that I posted of like the weird like symbols that were yeah
Yes.
yeah I was walking around and there's like these little stone slab things on this walking path that had these um someone had written like rune style the word pain on these slabs, and then the fifth slab had a pentagram, some sort of like occult symbol on it, and then the sixth slab had an upside down 7 on it. And I'm like, okay, there is
Mhm.
there's a crew of you know, I feel like you don't just do that without some sort of like some sort of mystical something or other meaning on, going on.
Yeah.
Do you ever think you were just standing on the wrong side of those stones and everything was just flipped over?
Hey, maybe, but then it would have been 7 right side up, and crazy looking hybrid pentagram slash I don't know, the P, like almost looked like the P thing that like bishops and stuff have on their wardrobes sometimes on the front.
Uh-huh.
And then but then the word pain would have been backwards and upside down, so I don't know what that would,
Backwards.
unless it was to reverse the pain and turn like you turn a frown upside down and you got to smile. Maybe if you turn the pain upside down, yeah, you get
Turn the pain upside down would be a good. That would be a good slogan for something. I don't know what. Turn the pain upside down. Actually, I don't know how you
Turn the
do
pain
it.
upside down.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things that people say that seems to make sense, but it really means nothing. I don't have another example. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Or maybe it's like
catchy. I don't know what it
if you
means.
maybe if you turn the pain upside down, you can shake it out and it drops out of you, maybe. And
Sure,
then
yeah.
you can just fill your bucket with not pain. Fill your
Yeah.
bodysuit with your endocannabinoid puzzle fitting thing to
Those
you
things.
can make the puzzle pieces go together and have a nice like nature view with your puzzles.
Good. Bill's taking a quick break. We're going to the beach later,
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
We got the show coming up next week.
Next
on the
Saturday.
14th.
Yeah.
We're doing it at the Producers Club.
Yep.
That's going to be sponsored by VitaBuds, and they're gonna be giving us 25 pre-rolls for the first 25 people who buy tickets.
Yes.
And also they're gonna have
not the first 25 people in the door. It's the first 25 people who buy tickets. Buy tickets early. That's the whole point.
That's right.
We're making it harder for us. It would have been easier to just give it to the first 25 people who showed up.
That's
but
true.
The show doesn't need to happen with people showing up early. It needs to happen with people buying tickets. But we sold out the last 2, and this one will sell out too.
Yeah. We're gonna have three amazing comedians, artists. Come on.
Four.
Oh, yeah. 4. I always screw that up.
No, it's all right.
And then also on September 25th.
Real quick, Jason, did you want to do that thing that I texted you about Saturday afternoon?
The K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll find out.
Got an update.
You got an update? About what?
RC car's gone, man.
Oh, the remote control car in the parking lot's gone, but there's probably still ladies out there beating up car windshields with TV mount.
that's fair.
Russ, I saw some car violence this morning walking around the Jersey Shore. Just a lady smashing a window. That's all.
With a TV mount.
With a TV mount, yeah.
It must have been not a great night's sex there, you know.
Yeah. I've never gotten so angry that I've smashed somebody's car.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
JQ's date.
What's
I
that?
don't think that's a thing.
JQ's date.
Oh, how was JQ's date?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my date was great.
The woman who broke the window.
That was my car outside.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So my day was great. I went over, hung out, listened to
Wait, can
music.
you do it like Love Connection?
How so?
Like, you remember Love Connection? Like, they'd always go on that date, and then they would have like the talk, and it'd be like, yeah, and then he's all like swaggered with it.
Oh,
know?
yeah.
It,
You know,
it,
then
it,
we went
it
back
was
to my
cool.
place.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it was cool. She made me an infused pizza, and we got like really
Wow.
wet and just listened to music and
Did she
smoked
have
the
any
whole
of it?
pot.
Did she
What?
have any of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because you
That's-
said she made you one, so it sounded like it was just like, here, this is yours, and it's dosed.
Well, we were
I'm
gonna
gonna eat
wanna
over
get
here,
something
eat my
to
thing.
and she's
Can
like,
you
"Oh,
get
I
my
cook
thing?
infused stuff," and I'm like, and she's like, "Oh, I have all the ingredients here." I'm like, "Why don't we just make something here?" And she's like, "I could do that."
Oh,
And
That's
she's
pretty
like, "Pizza's
awesome.
easy. I can make a pizza really quick."
yeah. What did you do
What-
while she was making the pizza? Did you offer to help, or were you just like?
I did offer to help. I actually offered to do the dishes.
Nice.
I
This
offered to
guy's
do the
killing it.
dishes. I'm
What's
like, "Hey,
that?
since you're cooking, I'll do your dishes." And she's like, "No,
Wow.
no, I have to do my dishes."
Did she have
Right.
But you're learning
she-
about each other in this whole process. You've learned that she needs to do her dishes her way. You're learning about each
Right.
other.
That's pretty cool. Or maybe she just wanted to be like, hey, you're my guest. I want, I don't want to make you do any work,
Right.
which could also be very cool.
Or maybe she just
what-
understands her place.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
Well-
kidding.
Maybe what was the what type of pizza did she make you guys, JQ, and how did you rate
So-
it in infused aspect aside?
Yeah.
So it was a thin crust pizza, and the infused part, I guess, was the pesto that she had. She makes pesto,
Whoa.
like big patches of pesto that are infused,
Oh, nice.
with like coconut oil and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And she does it out of distillates too, so they're extra strong.
Yeah.
And then just the old
Oh yeah. We have some of
goat
those.
cheese and tomatoes, basil, just simple pizza. Really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, wow. That sounds wonderful though. The goat
Yeah.
cheese and basil is amazing.
I'm still high
That's
from
great.
last night. That's all I gotta say.
All right. I don't know if this is too personal, but you can let me know if it is. But it's a date. You're hanging out. You're talking. You're making conversation. At any point, did you or her say anything that was met with just like uncomfortable silence? And then you had to just like move on and start to talk about something else. You know what I mean?
No. It was
Oh,
pretty good. We were
Good.
talking all night.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There was no. It was a good click. It was a good
Yeah.
click.
All right. Name 3 topics of things that you talked about. Without getting
Music,
too, like music.
weed,
Yeah. Okay.
and getting paid to do weed stuff now.
Oh,
So that's pretty interesting.
okay.
So
All right.
What was the coolest thing that you learned about her during the conversation that you're able to share?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to share anything.
Okay. No,
Right
No
now.
worries.
right now.
All right. Okay. Last question, unless someone else has more. Last question for me. What's something that you said about you that impressed her, but it can't be weed related?
Damn.
I don't know. I think my actions impress more people than because I'm just a really kind person, and
Mm-hmm.
nice.
You're an impressive guy.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
What do I say that makes me so impressive?
Oh, it's really more about how kind you are.
See.
So probably you offering to do the dishes, even though she wouldn't allow it, probably impressed her a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I actually do have
pretty
something
cool.
impressive about Jason.
Oh.
It's that when you were living in North Carolina, didn't you like volunteer to help at like an animal shelter?
Yes. Or an animal, an exotic wildlife refuge.
Yeah. Cool. What kind of stuff you did there? Like clean, I'm sure, but then,
I cleaned animal poop, but I got to go into the cages with like the coolest animals, like little fennec foxes that were like probably the size of my hand, like as big as but their ears are like as big as my hand too. So those were cool. Camels, huge tortoises, all kinds of stuff. It was cool, and it was really healing too, because it was nice, just helping.
Awesome. All right, I have no further date questions. I'm gonna tell Bill to set up the hotel in some way that he wants to do this experiment.
Is this going to be dark enough? Can you get those screens dark?
We'll find out. But if anyone else has date questions, I mean, take it away.
Actually, Bill's got the light on right now, and there's a huge spot right in the corner there.
Bill's got the light on? No, he hasn't done anything yet.
Oh, I thought the light was on, and that white spot was the.
That's hilarious.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to get my phone to log in, so we have a second camera for this event.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's putting bed sheet over the window.
All right. Nice. This is going to be better than Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, really. Because it's possible we might find something.
Jizz hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could do like the guy in Ghost Adventures when you close the shades and you put on the black light. You could be like, "Show yourself." Like that guy does every like 3 seconds on that show.
Yeah. And
Bill,
again, this was not my idea, and I'm going along with it, and I don't want to find anything. There's a part of me that's unhappy that this is happening, but we're gonna.
Hey, Bill, as a comparison photos, I want blacklight pictures of your room.
Nope.
I want to see which one's worse.
All right. He's still figuring out how to
lights go.
Get what's that?
Saying what the plot twist that I'm expecting is when he gets the curtain closed and puts on the black light and everything. It's going to reveal on your shirt, Sean. It's going to be a surprise. You'll be like, Bill.
Yeah.
On my shirt, Bill.
But the real trick is that it said it since even before I got on the bus at Port Authority to come out here. That's the real trick. All right, he's looking for clamps. Jason, talk about September, I guess, a little bit, or I don't know, talk about whatever you want. You do want to talk about. You know what? We grilled you about your date. You should talk about what you want to talk about now.
Actually, we're running out of time. We can start doing plugs while you guys do this.
Oh, sure.
Shit.
So I know Robby Aces, you want to start off with some plugs? I know you're in Colorado and you're probably still on the road.
Oh yeah, we will. I'm on the incredibly talented and super, super kind and intelligent Randall Thompson, and we'll be doing another show in Paonia, Colorado. It's about 90 minutes from Grand Junction this evening at 7 at the Kutori Winery, and then later this month we'll be in Flagstaff, Arizona to do a show, and then we'll be in Texas as well at the end of the month. So that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
And yeah, and you can follow. He's definitely awesome, Randall, and worth following. You can follow him at Slam Dunk Jesus, not Slam Junk, Slam Dunk Jesus on Instagram and every other social media. He's Slam Dunk Jesus on all of that. And I'm pretty much these days only on Instagram trying to grow that thing. Robby Aces _ stand up.
Nice. Oh wow, we're getting umbrellas out.
Oh, Russ, one more time.
No.
Tell us how to find Harlem Farms and also the Cannabis Cup. Information about the Cannabis Cup.
Harlem Farms is at Harlem Farms on Instagram. Just one word, Harlem Farms. And the Cannabis Cup is at nyccc.21. So it's NY 3Cs period 21. New York Craft Cannabis Cup 21.
21.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. And we're almost about ready to see how scary this room's gonna look. That's a big umbrella.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold it the whole time. But so Bill's gonna do the investigating, but he's gonna have my phone. And
thanks, guys.
I didn't want to
see you, Russ.
All right.
See you soon.
All right,
Here we go.
let's start with the door, I guess.
Sure.
Little carpet down here.
Oh.
Okay, there's something.
What happened?
There's something.
There's something. Ew. Is that are you in the bathroom?
No. This is the carpet.
Right by the front door.
Oh, let's go to the bed.
Yeah.
Let's go around Sean's feet.
Sure. This is important stuff we're doing.
Sean, your side of the room looks pretty clean so far.
This is Bill's side of the room.
Oh, uh-oh.
He took
You
the serial killer bed closest to the door. I took the scared bed. You know what I mean? All right.
This is not bad. Not bad.
Good.
You guys,
Looking pretty good.
you guys are changing hearts and minds.
Here's Sean's bed sheets.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't it be disgusting if he pulled back the bed sheet or the bedspread to reveal that there was just like hair everywhere?
Should we look at the
Like maybe I shed that night. I don't even know it. I mean, sure, look at anything. Go for it.
What's the bathroom situation like?
It's looking pretty good. We'll get there. Let's check under this bed because this is gonna.
Yeah, you can check under this
It's
bed.
actually the best case scenario. I know this is like bad TV because people want to see cringe stuff, but for me, this is good news. 5-star review to this hotel.
You could actually add this to your Yelp review that we went over the room with a black light and it was immaculate except for the front door.
We will definitely. Wait, go back. I thought I saw something.
I thought I saw something. Oh, I did see something. I seen a little afterglow.
Oh. All right, try my bed.
Let's start with the pillows.
Thank God. Praise Jesus, the pillows are fine. All right. Gosh, what a great trip so far.
To the bathroom.
Yeah. What a great Barb & Star weekend.
Now there's a chair in this corner, and I got where Sean put all his stuff.
Yeah.
I
You think that's the chair where
I got
everybody
it.
sits? And
Check my bag too. That's a good
check my bag too.
You know, because I do live in New York, and just putting it anywhere on the ground might be.
Oh yeah, let's check the bottom of it.
Yeah.
What if Bill's blacklight was broken?
All right, here we go with the chair. Oh shit.
Wow. I feel pretty great. I'm gonna put this umbrella down.
Now I'm amazed because have you guys ever seen Gomorrah? Anybody?
Gamora? No.
It's an Italian movie about the mob in Naples.
Oh.
And the hotel that we're staying at reminds me of like the projects that they live in.
Mm.
Well, we're just about done with the show.
Yep.
I'm gonna go one more time and say thank you to our August 14th show sponsor, VitaBuds, and also thank you to the Women's Cannabis Cooperative of Buffalo for sponsoring the September 25th show that we're going to be doing in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes. The Finger Lakes Music, Comedy, and Cannabis Festival. It's going to be 7 hours or 6 hours of
Fun.
amazingly good time, chill out vibe with music, DJs, comedy, and most of all, cannabis. Yeah. Pull up and get something good. It's going to be a fun time. Rain or shine. Rain or shine.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
Bill and I are both happy with everything trip related. So
Well, there was a
far.
big wad in the shower. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Well,
Oh.
You know, that's a shower. Like, you
Yeah,
spray
yeah.
it off. It goes
that could
away.
be shampoo even.
Yeah. And it's all drains. So
And it's all what?
it's all drains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You're just standing in it.
All right. Well, good work.
Good work. That's it.
Yeah. We could end it. It's not like we have to go right to noon. I'm happy with
Boom. That's it.
calling it. You know what I mean? But great
you
stuff.
guys, Robby
Yeah.
Aces, if you're still listening, thank you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you
Oh,
for
he's
showing
on the
up.
move. Where are you?
thank-
Are you?
Back.
Are you in a hotel?
Yeah, I'm back in the hotel now.
Do you need
Oh,
to borrow the black light?
Wrapping up.
yeah. Are you jealous that you don't have a black light?
I'm very jealous, but I mean, I want to know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's better to know. Now that I know, and it's fine. It's great to know.
He was very nervous about this.
Yeah.
He was.
I'm gonna have a great day.
Yeah. He's the most excited I've seen him. Like he's been pretty excited the whole time, but this is the pinnacle right now. I think
This
of the
is-
excitement.
That's right.
I think it's all downhill from here, man. You just want to go back to New York.
No, I think this peak is gonna last a day.
Okay, you're gonna ride out.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well,
All right, I'm gonna end this. Hey,
yeah.
thank you, Robby Aces. Thank you, Harlem Farms. Thank you, Sean Wickens, Bill Suter, Lex Morales.
Thanks for having
Love
me.
you guys.
Yeah. Love you
Yo.
too.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having us. Love you.